Dad stood in my doorway, took one look at the boxes I hadn't unpacked and said, "I pictured something very different for you." Mom came in right behind him, went straight to my kitchen table, ran her finger across it, checking for dust like always. "Your sister just made VP at Morgan Hayes, 90,000 at 26. She opened my fridge, shook her head at the takeout containers. "Your brother bought his second rental property last month. Meanwhile, you're 28 eating 3-day-old noodles." I just sat there. Learned a long time ago that defending myself only made these visits longer. "Still doing that computer thing?" she asked, making air quotes with her fingers. What Mom didn't know, 3 years ago, I built logistics software that a trucking company bought for $2.3 million. Boring stuff nobody brags about at dinner parties, but trucking companies desperately needed it. I didn't buy a Porsche or some mansion. Instead, I bought a small apartment building through a company I named after Grandma's maiden name, Kovach Properties, then another building, then 3 more. My sister actually lived in one of my buildings downtown, paid $1,800 a month that went straight to my account. She was always posting photos of her rooftop access and doorman, bragging to everyone. Had no idea I owned the whole thing. My brother's law firm rented 2 entire floors in my commercial building on 5th Street. His corner office that Mom loved showing people on Facebook, in my building. I'd literally signed his lease renewal 3 weeks ago. After expenses, I cleared about $14,000 monthly from all 6 properties. My family didn't know any of this. I lived in the studio because I genuinely liked keeping things simple. Also because 8 months ago, my fiancée Lucia died in a car accident 2 blocks from here. The studio was the last place we'd looked at together before she passed. Kept it because leaving felt like erasing her, but my family didn't know about Lucia either. I'd stopped telling them things years before that. Next morning, Mom called what she labeled a family meeting at my sister's apartment. When I walked in, they were all sitting there waiting like some kind of tribunal. "We're worried about you," Mom started. "You need real guidance." My sister immediately pulled out her phone. "My friend Dana needs someone for data entry. 15 an hour, but it's a start." My brother jumped in. "He could live with me, sleep on my couch until he saves enough for a deposit somewhere." They talked about me like I was invisible. "Community college has night programs," Mom suggested. "You need structure, a real 9 to 5 job." "First he needs income," my sister corrected. "I know someone in our building's mailroom. 12 an hour, but great benefits." My brother nodded. "Maybe we could co-sign a car loan so he can actually get to work." They spent 45 minutes planning my minimum wage future. Trade schools came up, GED programs. My sister actually pulled up job listings and started reading them aloud. "This one's perfect. No experience required." I sat there in silence, in my own building, while they designed my poverty. When I went to get more coffee, I heard them shift to complaining about rent. "Mine just went up $150, my sister groaned when I came back. "Same management company though. Something with Grandma's maiden name, Kovach Properties. They own like half the buildings downtown." My brother perked up. "Wait, Kovach Properties? That's our office building. My boss has been trying to meet the owner for 3 years now. Wants to renegotiate our lease." "Good luck with that," my sister laughed. "Nobody knows who owns it. They say it's some young tech person who stays completely anonymous." Mom scoffed hard. "Probably inherited everything. These kids today think they're geniuses because they got lucky once." My brother was scrolling his phone now. "Actually, my boss researched them. The owner started with one building 3 years ago. Now they have 6 properties worth over 15 million. 15 million? My sister whispered. "And completely anonymous. Only communicates through lawyers and property managers." Mom shook her head in disgust. "Making millions while real people work real jobs. It's disgusting. I'd kill to meet them," my sister said. "Imagine learning from someone that's successful." Mom laughed bitterly. "Successful? They're probably some spoiled brat who got lucky with computers. Not like people who actually work their whole lives for something." That one hurt. My own mother thought what I'd done was shameful. My phone rang right then. Unknown number. I answered. "Is this the owner? This is regarding your counteroffer on the Riverside property." The room went completely silent. My brother stared at me, mouth open. "Did he just say owner?" I said quietly into the phone. "Call me back." Hung up. Everyone was frozen, staring. My brother's face had gone pale. "You're the owner." "It wasn't a question," I said. Mom froze. My sister counted on her fingers, then gasped. "The software? 3 years ago. 2.3 million, I said. "Started with 1 building, now 6. Mom stammered. "But you live in a studio?" I looked at my sister. "You pay me $1,800 a month." Then at my brother. "Your firm pays $9,000. Silence. "I kept the studio because Lucia and I were going to live there." Mom blinked. "Who's Lucia?"